There's nothing like Speedway. The roar of the bikes and the cars. The race is on, smell the fuel in the air. And now comes alive, they really fly. Nothing like Speedway. Nothing like Speedway. Nothing like it. Nothing like Speedway around. Nothing like Speedway around.
We should have a start this time. Watch for
Dudley
the lights.
brings them in. Green light go. Peter Bone leading them around into turn 2.
Takes the lead as they go down the back this time. The track looking a bit of dry. Bone getting up high there. Holding on to third place. Bane into a second.
Adam's got a very old head for a young driver, and he doesn't take any rash moves. He just sits back, has a look, makes a nice clean passing move. He's sitting comfortably in second at the moment behind Peter, and he'll just sit there and wait for his moment.
Certainly a bit of dust flying out on the corners, getting rid of that loose stuff on the southern end, but Bane's still holding them at bay.
Here he comes. Watch this. Here he'll go straight through. Very nice. Holds right down the bottom. Peter moves high and Adam Bane moves straight underneath. Says thank you very much, and Peter Bone follows him through and attacks him on turn 2.
Grant Coombe up now into the second slot, starting to apply the pressure to Bane. Bane holds a nice tight line as they come out of turn 4. So with Bane going down the back.
Oh, did he get a jump in?
Gent back into the third. Lambert a little bit of trouble there, slowing down a bit. So it's Bane and Gent. And it will be Coombe, then Bowen. Back then to Schwartzchup and Graham Snellgrove in 19.
3 laps to go. The passing flag comes out for Dudley just to make sure he holds his line. Adam Bane heads into turn 2 with a commanding lead over Peter Gent. And down the back straight gains even more ground. And he's sitting that car right on the pole line, and he hasn't moved off that pole line all the way around. Has handled the white flag for Adam Bane, followed by Victorian Visitor and Peter Bone bringing up third.
Certainly he's got that car moving. It took him about half the race to get the car sorted out. He's got it set up now. It's closing on Bane, but the checkered flag is going to go up this time around. So 8 laps to Bane in 52. In 3. That would be Bowen.
Bowen in third.
And then the 25 car next of Grant Coombe. Bay City.
Down to the white line, under the hands of the starters, and away they go. Jason Loveday gets the jump. Nicely gets the jump. Nigel Harvey follows him, who picks the hole and follows him through. And young Luke Dillon sits in third. Jason Loveday had a little bit of trouble with the computer in the last couple of weeks. Car 11, I think it was, just went high in the corner, but okay. But it looks like Jason's under control with that computer now, and that little 3-cylinder Honda is really stoking up down the back straight, with Luke Dillon about to attack Nigel Harvey.
Rob Ransley running up into the 4th spot, but that 14, the car of Loveday, certainly got the jump. Dice at the present moment for second position between Harvey and Dillon. And Price dropping back. Oh, and a fire on the back of Price's car as he goes into the southern hairpin. Looks like a fuel line there, but the women for wheels are right on the scene.
Nigel Harvey holds his position after being attacked by Luke Dillon, and Luke takes a move on the outside, says I'm going to go around the outside, but I don't think it's going to come off.
No, and we have another lose down there in 5 car, which is Shane O'Shea, but he managed to get it out of the way, so he won't get a flag. 2 laps still to go from the 6 laps after the restart.
Luke Dillon is now having another go at Nigel Harvey with a real move now down the inside. He went wide on the top corner and tried to attack him down the inside on the main straight, but it didn't come off, unfortunately, for Luke Dillon.
Got a couple of wheels up on the curb, which didn't do him any good, but the checkered flag coming out. We'll go out to our race leader, which is the number 14 car, which is Jason Loveday. That'll be Harvey in the 44 car, In for second, Nigel Harvey, and then Luke Dillon in 81.
That's a very nice looking car, that car of young Lovedays.
Three. As you said, they're so close to the ground.
We've got a time up on the board of 19.47 for car 72, which I believe the car 72, which is Steve Aston.
Well, when you look at the sprint cars, Phil March was doing a 13.5 the other day, and these guys are 19.16s. It's not too bad going.
No, that's good time.
72 Steve Aitson pulling out there onto the infield.
Certainly put the mockers on him, mention him, and look what happens, straight to the infield.
Just waving the flag to complete their 6-lap demonstration. And we should be going back to the bikes after these. And 19.13 was the quickest time for the carts. Get them over and let the wheels spin so they don't hold the clutch in. Wait for a start.
Oh, yes.
The tape.
Tape stayed down.
Yeah.
I think the official can't take any action on that one, I would.
Now Clark, of course, Scott McIntosh, Bryce Crawford lead them in. They walk away. We watch the tape. It goes up this time, and it's Sullivan who gets away on the jump, but he's been challenged there by Nigel Sadler, who's taken the lead as they go round.
Yes, Ryan Sullivan's having a little bit of trouble lifting that front wheel, so he's obviously getting plenty of traction. He just can't get that weight onto that front axle to keep that down.
So Sullivan now moving up into first position, Sadler into the second, and we've got somebody very wide running back in fourth slot.
I think we've got Craig Hodson out in front in red. And did have. Sadler takes him down the inside in white. So Hodson says, I'll have another go back at this. He's gone a little bit wide on the corner, but takes a great run off of turn 2 and attacks Sadler again.
While all this is happening, we've got Brett Woodfield moving up into third there, but the checkered flag going
Hodson down the outside. Hodson I would think the official would agree with me that Hodson took Sadler right on the line, and unfortunately Ryan Sullivan obviously got a little bit of trouble with the bike. As I said, there was a bit of midnight oil being burnt on that bike, what they're used to. Red right down on the inside, the normal position as they come up the track is red, blue, white and yellow.
Karatz in the red, Watson in the blue, Keane in white, and Hawks in yellow as the tapes go up. And who gets the jump?
Ford Keane, no.
No, it's the
Ashley
blue one,
Watson.
Ashley Watson, who gets the jump. Ford Keane running there in second as they go down the back straight into turn number 3. Keane getting up high but holding it all together. That's Hawks now who's coming up, looking for... and we've got the white helmet of Keane out in front, and a dice there going up.
Jason Hawks and Ashley Watson's fighting over who's going to come second. 1 lap to go.
And it's still the
Ford
white,
Keane holding sway down through turn 2. And I
lost a little bit of ground
yes, you want to be careful.
there. You don't seem to want to get up too high. They're getting that loose stuff. They need to hold it down tight, and we've got to run it to see
He's happy
check
at
it out.
that. Ford Keane hangs on, no problems, from Jason Hawks, followed by Ashley Watson across the line.
5 bikes.
So Brian Paltridge is out.
And they're away.
Troy Wood gets the jump up by the fence and says, thank you very much. This is mine.
Certainly got the jump, but was he a full start, I would imagine, for some reason, because they're...
Oh, I don't believe so.
No,
There's no yellow lights. He just hung out there just to making sure.
So it's 41, which is Tony Wood, 73, which is Graham Worthold. What a good lead. So this is event 3 in your program.
Tony Wood's actually a visitor from New Zealand. He's a Division 3 rider, so they're feeling their way a little bit and been under a bit of training, I believe, from one of our old stalwarts of Speedway. And you've all got to start somewhere, and I tell you what, they'd be beating me hands down in any case. So they're getting a feel for it. Some of these guys, as I said before, first time on this track, but Tony is a New Zealander. Well done, got the jump. He said, thank you very much, that'll do me.
Graham Worthold in second, and then Jason Gromball in green to come in for third.
So you had number 41, Tony Wood, across the line first. 73, Graham Worthold. Number 21, Jason Grumble.
You don't want to be standing too long. And away they go.
Anthony Collins gets the jump into turn 1. Very commanding jump, but over. Crooks it and says, thank you.
And we have it coming together. So we picked them up as we... leading bike going sideways there. As far as I can see, got a couple still down there.
Turn 1, very commanding jump, but over. Crooks it and says, thank you.
And we have it coming together. So we picked them up as we... leading bike going sideways there. As far as I can see, got a couple still down there. One of the riders tumbling right up to the fence. Actually, two of them went a fair way up that time. A fairly heavy tumble. So it'll be a few moments before we get this one sorted out, I think. Cap Journey, event 5 in your program. Tension building as they come to the start line as soon as that last...
Everybody's made the grade, we're underway.
They're away.
Jason says, thank you very much. We've sorted out, we've got the jump. But around the outside, have a look at that in green. Mick Headland says, thank you, and down the back straight.
Getting the bite as they go down the back and come into the southern end of the circuit. Going a little bit wide there, the lead bike. It's the 107 and Mick Headland.
Didn't do him any harm. He started from out there, started right up by the fence, and says, this is where I need to be.
Certainly hooks it in a little bit closer this time, a better line as he comes down. In second position, it's Mal Krieg. They need to hold down second, not making any ground as they go down the back straight again. 2 laps around this time.
And Colin Dakin and Karen Ryan bringing up third. But Mick Headland and Vicky Meyer say thank you very much, and across the line in red is second, which is Mal Krieg and Mal Pridham. I think third across the line was yellow, being Colin Dakin and Karen Ryan. To the race, under the control, the ambulance is back in the middle. Up to the tape, everybody's happy. Tape gates open. I think we've got, yes, our friend from England has got the jump on them. Without any way, Ryan Sullivan leads them down the back straight and says, this is what I like.
I think it's Jason Hawkes, I think, is in second. We're just doing...
Sadler,
sorry, in yellow.
Yes.
And then Hawkes into the third.
Sadler really attacking Ryan Sullivan right now. It's on around that turn 2, but the bottom line is the place to be, says Ryan, and he proves that. Hangs that back wheel out and around the outside, but Nigel Sadler again has a go around the outside. It's the long way around. Will he hold off? Will Ryan Sullivan hold him off? I think he will, because it's a big track and that just adds that much more, but not down the back straight. Thank you very much, says Nigel Sadler. Now I've got the control of this race. But not all giving up there, and across the line he goes very nicely, thank you very much, from Ryan Sullivan. And third across the line looked like Jason Hawkes.
Yep.
The new bike which Wendy Turner has supplied him, and he's had a good run, and he gets the jump this time round too, I think, in white, didn't he?
Yeah, that was Hodson who got the jump. It looks like Brett Woodfield, I think, in second.
Up having to put the mockers on him again, mate. The last time I talked about him, he threw a chain gun down the back straight.
Oh, he's riding very
He's
wide
up
there.
high
As he
there.
comes
That
there
won't
through
help
there.
him. Throws that wheel up in the air.
And that's Brett Woodfield now, who's taken the jump. And Ford Keane up into third.
Hodson attacks now down the bottom, and that's the place where you need to be to win races, I would think.
Oh, up on one wheel there as he goes through. And now Woodfield attacking the red helmeted Keane for a second. Gets it. Going up on Hodson, but Hodson puts the front wheel down. He's up high.
Brett Woodfield comes into the lead through the top corner, and it's on for Young and Old coming down the back straight here.
What some great
Brett
racing.
Woodfield across the line on back wheel, I think, followed by Craig Hodson, and very closely followed by Ford Keane, but I think I'll let the officials do that.
Who gets the jump out of there? 73, which is the addition. Graham Worthold going in for second, gone up for first now. Watch the positions changing as they come around out of turn 3 and into to 4. It's 73, which is Graham Worthold, who's leading them through. Shane Wern into second.
1 lap to go as they come around this time to the finish line. As we said before, these are Division 3 guys, but they have to start somewhere.
There's 21, Jason Gromball in the blue helmet, who is in third. 41, Tony Wood. These were the boys that were out with John Bolger. He was advising them on some tactics or lines.
Across the line is White, Shane Wern, followed by Graham Worthold, I think, Tony.
Yeah, in 73. That was the addition to your program in case you can't find it. And that
Morris have gone into the next event. There'll be 3 starters. The other here's the starter, and away they go. And Colin Dakin gets the jump, followed by Jason Hardy through the top corner. Colin Dakin down the back straight, has the race under control, sticks it on a pole line, nice and gently around the corner, well under control. A little bit of a rut coming up there in the corner, but that doesn't worry him.
Chris Burnstopple in 18 in third position. The guy's really hanging off those chairs, the legs in the air. Look quickly for a moment and you think that it's an arm up with a mechanical problem. In actual fact, on that middle machine, it's the passenger's leg in the
Take the passenger off and the bike goes nowhere.
Certainly when you watch a rider when he has a new passenger, has to sort of break him in. It's really important they know where to put the weight on the bike.
Oh. And every bike's just that little bit different. No problems at all to Colin Dakin and Karen Ryan, followed by Jason Hardy, Shane Rutliff, as the way we saw it. And of course in yellow, Jason Hardy and Shane Rutliff, who's second. And Chris Burnstopple and Ray Thompson last across the line, but officially third, of course.
In the green. So it's going to be the blue who gets away, which is Mal Krieg. Gets the jump.
That's all.
Yeah, he gets past as he goes out of turn 2. It'll be Mick Hedlund who takes the lead now. So it's the white helmet, the Radiators Australia machine. Really getting the grip as they go out of turn 1 and turn 2 and up that short back straight. Look at the drive they're getting up high there. See the dirt coming off the back wheel. Talk about getting sandblasted, wouldn't be in it. So it's still Mick Hedlund, Vicky Mears out in front. Getting more power as they go down the back, opening up that lead. Running for the checkered flag this time.
Leads them in nice and gently around the corner and says, "Thank you very much, Mr. Baldwin. All mine."
So it's Mick Hedlund, Mal Krieg and Bill Wilson.
6 bikes across the line.
Sadly in red, Hodson in blue, Hawks in yellow, Ford in green and Woodfield in black.
Under the hands of the starter, and they get the jump, and who gets the starter? Black leads away from right up on the high, but he's got extra distance to take. And I think Craig Hodson takes it down the back straight. Or is that green? Ford Keen. Might be Ford Keen.
Looks like
You've
Keane
got the
looking through
glasses.
The glasses going very
I think
wide.
Craig Hodson around the outside, is it? Nope.
No,
Our
it's
friend Brett Woodfield.
Yep, in 23.
He says, I'm very, very happy out here at the moment, but he's got a long way to go. It's further, but he gets the jump down the back straight. Will he hang it out there? He's still staying well out on the track. Probably lost a little bit of ground then. Yes, he has.
It's Sullivan holding down third in 15. Get back then to Jason Hawkes in 24. Certainly the front two fighting it out, getting up a little bit high there.
So Craig Hodson, it was Craig Hodson. The blue and the green are very close together, but it is Craig Hodson. He's dropped back to third right now. Yes, and he's on for young and old, and around he comes, and across the line very close, and I would think Ryan Sullivan. Ryan Sullivan has taken it out with a last lunge across the line. Very, very close, but I would think that was his right from the end.
And he's doing a wheelie down the back, I would say by half a wheel, Dennis there.
Yes. Last to come into line is Graham Worthold. A little bit of tension. He'll get the jump.
And it looks like going to be the
Blue,
Tony Wood in the 47 who gets the jump. Looks like Graham Worthold in red in for second. A fight going on was going on for third, and now we have Ryder up high. Can he stay down in front? He brings the bike down as he comes around to complete one lap. So it's Graham Worthold from Tony Wood in second, and it'll be Shannon Wern in third. Worthold certainly getting the bit between his teeth as he goes down the back this time, increasing that lead. A swap here for second position, and we could have a change. It's 53 who moved up into second, Shannon Wern, and looks as though he could be trying.
Yeah, a bit of a challenge here.
Comes
on
underneath.
the go out of the corner.
Yeah, under Worthold moves up into the front.
Starting to get a little bit of confidence on this big track. Hangs that back wheel out. Yes, he's certainly starting to get a little bit of confidence. One lap to go as he comes across the start-finish line. Grant Worthold has a look over that right shoulder.
Tony Wood still holding down second slot from Jason Gomball. Checkered flag out this time around. And he's increased that lead as he gets the checkered flag.
Shannon Wern, number 53, followed by red, which is Graham Worthold, and yellow across the line, Jason Grumble. The way we saw it, we'll wait for the official, the other end of the box to give us the official time, and the line will be in the hands of the starters very shortly. Everybody takes their position as we read.
There we go for a start. Two bikes over the tape.
This will be interesting to see what happens with Mr. Official next door to us. A little bit of a frown on the top of the head.
Noel Craig and Bill Wilson both going over the tapes.
Still there. Everybody's back in. Very understanding. And again. Big jump down the bottom by Mick Hedlund and Vicky Myers, and he may just hang on to this, but around the outside is Jason Hardy, and he's going to take a run down the outside, stays right wide, and continues to come right around the outside, but in between time Mick Hedlund hangs down close to the pole line and comes across the line with about 2-3 bike lengths lead at this point of the time. Jason Hardy still hanging out fairly wide, starting to come back down into line now and probably try and pick up a bit of a racing line down closer to the pole line.
Pick them up as they come around this time. And We'll have a look as we can see the bike of Headland out in front. 62 is Noel Craig in second. Fight back for the minor places.
Yeah, Jason Hardy's hanging on fine, and coming in behind them is Blue, Colin Dakin and Karen Ryan in third. That bike of Jason Hardy and Shane Rill of Shane not going down the back straight really hangs off the back of the bike. Have a look at him. He's hanging right out behind that back wheel, trying to get as much traction as they can. And around for the big checkered flag comes Mick Headland, followed by bike 63, Jason Hardy. And across the line after that is Colin Dakin and Karen Ryan. What a great ride.
The ground now, the guys are running. We've got the clocks running this time, so we'll have a look and just see how they go for a flying lap. As we said, the sprint cars going a 13.5 last week. 18.04 that time around. The field a lot closer together this time than they were before. We'll check them out this time as they come around for a flying lap. 17.33 as against 13 for the big sprint cars. These little carts are certainly moving around Speedway City. Field starting to get just a little bit spread out. You can hear the cars getting the bite and sliding them into the turns. Swapping of places going on. Certainly would be very interesting to see these under race conditions. .17.5 seconds of the 430 metres here at Speedway City. Do another check on the clock as they come around this time. One lap to go, 17.1s. Don't want much to get down into the 16s. These boys really getting into the groove. Just wait for the checkered flag to come out. No, we're going to get the red flag because it's a demo. A 1:43 for the 6 laps as against the Formula 500 record, a 1:36.
Jump. The front line, 24, gets them in. Number 5, Shane O'Shea gets the jump away from the start.
Harvey up in 44 into the second. That drops back a slot there. Goes back into third as they come out of turn 3.
Luke Dillon up the inside. Oh, Ken Bowie, sorry. Ken Bowie up the inside.
Then Harvey, then Dillon, who's still trying to get through on the inside of Harvey. Gets it as I talk and goes down the back. So Dillon now moving up one slot up into the third.
Shane O'Shea for Ian Williams tuning is out in front, and 4-cylinder with Ken with the twins with the V-twin right on his hammer down the back straight. Goes for the run on the outside, hangs out wide, probably gone just a little bit wide and hopes to pick it up down the back straight with Luke Dillon on the inside. Shane O'Shea's got him all over his back bumper bar, and somebody's got to make a passing move here very shortly, but Shane O'Shea hangs on grimly down there with Ken taking another run right on the outside. Will it come off or not? Yes, it has. And down the front straight he goes with about 4 car leads grab. It's a very quick pass. Once he got round the outside, he made a big move.
Dillon looking for a run on the outside as he's been poking his nose up the inside, hasn't got anywhere, so he's followed Bowie's example. He's moved up into second.
1 lap to go at 15.42 that lap for Ken.
Shane O'Shea in third slot, then it would be Nigel Harvey. We go back for the 11 machine. Checkered flag going out to
10 across
Bowie.
the line, number 12, number 81 second, and number 5 third across the line for Shane O'Shea. The big clock on the wall says 1:36.94. And a very nice little run from Ken Bowie for officials up here in the tower.
Yep.
Racing under protest, bring him in nice and gently. There's the line, now it's go. Peter Gent says, now it's my turn.
Adam Bain now down on the inside, doesn't quite get the run on Bone. Bone goes up high, Bain staying with him, gets a bite and moves up into second right alongside Bohm, who's just a little bit wide. Endeavours to get the nose down, but misses out to Bain in 52, Bohm in 26, back to Swartzchuk. Then it would be Snellgrove, and then it would be Lambert. And Jen certainly got that car set up this time. He's holding Bohm at bay as he comes around right in the middle of the track, setting up nicely in a big slide as he goes past our start-finish line.
I think Peter Gent took a little while to get the feel of the track. He's got used to it now. As I said, it's the first time over here. Now it's under control, got the feel for it. Adam Bain says, I've got not a lot of laps and I have to make a move fairly smartly if I'm going to do any good here. Coming up on Dud Lambert, who's obviously having a little bit of strife. Gets the passing flag, pulls to the infield, which makes it nice and easy for the boys. No obstruction. Adam Bain's now making a move, gains a little bit of ground on Peter Gent.
4 laps down, and Bain's making up that ground on Gent. Gent hooked away early in the piece, but Adam Bain's coming back on the slightly lower line. He's closing that gap a little bit there. Coming in for second. Third back then to Bohm. But still Gent managing to hold off Bain. A little bit faster out of the corner. Bain gets a little bit untied as he tries to get down low. Loses a lot of ground there. Lambert to the infield as Bohm goes around out of turn 2. Bain, I don't think is going to make no. He's Adam Bain having a bit of a lose.
Yes.
Got the tail out a little
Adam
bit.
Gent gets the white flag. 1 lap to go. Adam Bain back on the track. Still holds second position. Peter Bohm in third. A little bit of confusion with the white flag, but that's all right. Peter Gent be very happy with that. Takes the checkered flag. The big clock on the wall says 2:33, and Adam Bain goes across the line second, with number 26 coming third, being Peter Bohm. Adam Bain would not be happy with himself. He's held good lines all night, but that time just overcooked a little bit up in turn 3.
Old run. Waiting for when we get a green as we talk. It's going to be the 41 car, Brian Chadwick, who got the jump, but is swamped by Maris for lots, who goes right around. That's him behind a cloud of dust.
Maris would not be very happy about that at all.
And Adam Cave now takes the lead in the 24 in the Tirana. He gets it a little bit wide, but manages to catch it as they come out of turn 2. Brian Chadwick fighting around the outside of him. Maris Verlot's now back on the track, but he's got a lot of ground to catch up. Cave holding it out, Chadwick, and 49 will be next. Neil Wesley into the third position. Actually, it's surprising how far they're getting the back of those cars out tonight.
Yes, it's really hanging up. Young Adam Cave has been able to, Aaron Cave, for Highlander Crash, has been able to keep that car right down on the pole line, and then that's the place where to be. If you can keep that car on the pole line, everybody's got to go around the outside, and that's just that little bit further. But that car's sitting very nicely on the pole line. Brian Chadwick wouldn't be happy with himself. He sort of got the jump, had it under control and lost it. And the bloke back to back, of course, Maris Verlots, would be very, very unhappy with himself.
Well, we've got 7 laps to go as Cave still leads them around, keeping it down nice and close. Brian Chadwick in 41 attempts to make up a little bit of ground, but Cave seems to have the car just lined up nicely, brings it in nice and low on the pole line. Chadwick looking to get up on the inside, can't quite make it, and now we've got a change of places with 102. Stephen Swartz going up into to third. There goes Verlot's already having made up one place. Looks for a run on the inside, doesn't quite get that.
Poor old Minnie's fighting around at the back, handling the track nicely, but he's a 3-car wide down the back straight.
Cave's lost his
posse.
Brian Chadwick now has taken the lead. Then it would be Cave back then to 102, Stephen Swartz. Have a look now, Chadwick's really opened up the lead this time. Oh, he gets a little bit crossed up there and loses a bit of ground to Cave. Swartz looking to come through on the inside of Cave. Back then to 49, which is a car of Neil Wesley. Lots moved up another place. 2 and a bit laps to go. Cave coming back now on the inside of Swartz. Doesn't quite get it. Swartz trying to shut the gate. Manages to keep Cave behind him in the Taranta, the 24 car.
Brian Chadwick and Stephen Swartz had a good night last week. Both performed very, very well. Brian Chadwick will be very happy with himself now. He would be got himself back under control. Comes around to take the white flag. He's probably got about 10 car lengths, if not more, over Stephen Swartz. And they just come over the spares. Commodore heads down the back straight with this race, well and truly under control. Number 41, Brian Chadwick, unless he does something very silly coming around this corner, which they usually do when we start talking about them. He across the line, nice and comfortably, followed by number 102, which is Stephen Swartz, and Aaron Cave for Highlander Crash, and number 24 goes across the line in third position. Followed by Brian Chadwick and Maris for Lots, who should have been up there fighting with them all if it hadn't been for an overcook in the corner. And the big clock on the corner says 3.25.
A single yellow raised, ready for a start. And the flag is down, and it's Welsh who gets the jump from 52, which is Garth Raymond. But there goes Worthley in 43, already up into second, going into first. I was talking to Worthley last week, and they reckon it's a pretty worn out motor in that car, but it certainly went well last week. It's already taken the lead with 52 Garth Raymond and number 9, which is Robert Welsh, side by side. Worthley opening up that gap, pulling away as these other two are racing each other.
Well, if the motor's tired, mate, I think we better leave it like it is. We won't be touching that one.
I'd say too much at all. So Raymond up into second. Welsh has moved back, and the number 12 car of Darren Flatman now up into third. He's looking to take over second. Makes up a little bit of ground as they go into 2 and 3, but Worthley really pulling away in the WRT car, and the 52 car getting very untidy. Garth Raymond there, and Welsh is back into to second now. Flatman into third.
Unfortunately, Flatman got caught behind that car and couldn't get round him quick enough. And a little bit of a jump on the inside saw car 9, Robert Welch, move for Hunter engine service and clean away, move up into second position. But he's got a long way to go before he can catch up with car 43 and Gil Worthley, who leads them now by 3/4 of the back straight.
This will be 7 laps completed for Worthley this time. Probably about 300 metres then back to Welsh in 9 in the Hunter Engines car. The Road and Track Dyno car number 12, which is the Darren Flatman car. Then we go back to 52, which is Garth Raymond, the Helios Ford Mazda.
I think he's about to lose another position.
Yeah, that's going to 99, which is Peter Ware and the Blair Auto Parts. That's, of course, why it's pink.
Yes, our friend in car 52 decided to turn right in the left-hand corner. That didn't work very well.
So we're up into the 4th spot now as Worthley still pulls away.
He's doing it again. He turned right again.
Fight for the minor placings going on over the back. With the car of Raymond, who started well up, losing places hand over fist now.
Gil Worthley doing it very easily out in front.
Scott Mason and Trevor Templer having a run all of their own down midfield.
3 laps to go.
Worthley still leading them through.
2 laps to go, sorry.
And then it'll be the number 9 car of Welsh. To hold on to second. Gains a little bit of advantage there.
Gil Worthley comes around to take the white flag. Last lap, nearly the length of the main straight in front of the Hunter Engines car of Robert Welch.
In third place is Darren Flatman, the Road and Track Services car, then 99, Peter Ware and the Blair Athol car. Worthley coming in now to take the checkered flag for event 23.
Thank you very much. That was easy.
So the money going to Gil Worthley. And we have the number 9 car of Robert Welsh in for second.
Darren Flatman for Road and Track and Salisbury Auto Wreckers comes across the line and takes third place. Old Blackie might even have a smile on his face.
We have a yellow flag as we bring them
A
in.
little bit straggly, but the officials say that's it, we haven't got the time to waste. Ken Bowie says, thank you very much, sir, I'll take that. Takes it nicely, jump out into the front and being immediately challenged by young Luke Dillon. Luke takes a move on Ken around the outside. Luke's got a little single-cylinder motor out of a steamer bill in there, and it's really honking down the back straight. Have a look at that thing go.
So it's Dillon, Bowie, then it would be Harvey.
Ken hangs a little bit out on the loose stuff and says, what am I doing back here?
15.4 for that lap for Luke Dillon. So he's really got that machine wound up. Everything just going right for him. He's pulling away from Bowie at this time. Harvey still holding down third. A battle down the back of the field for the minor placings. But Dillon in the 81 from Bowie. And the Gasteloi car 44 of Nigel Harvey. Back there to Shane O'Shaper, Ian Williams tuning. 24, Michael Fife.
Luke Dillon's got that Rotax wound up and says, this is the sort of way I like to go. The little torsion bar car is running around there at 15.74. He's holding a nice line. He's another guy that's come out of the go-karts with a junior licence given to him by the officials, the same as young Jason Loveday. And these two young blokes have been great for Formula 500s. Unfortunately, as you can see, Jason Loveday didn't make the grade for this feature race. And young Luke Dillon comes around again, goes across the line at 15.39. Ken Bowie coming in second, followed by number 44, Nigel Harvey, in the big four-cylinder, four-cylinder four-stroke.
Dillon only a couple of seconds behind the sprint car times of the last week. Certainly has it set up, really pulling away from Bowie. He's wound it up, he's got everything just right. We'll come around this time for the checkered flag.
Got a big lead. Only comes well done.
So it's Dillon. It'll be Bowie in number 12 in the Tucker Time car. And third will be the 44 car of Nigel Harvey. What a drive by Dillon in that one though, Dennis.
Very nicely drawn. Back for some reason or another. Under the hands of the starter, across the line, the green goes, and Adam Bain says thank you very much, and away we go into turn 1. Comes out of turn 2, still holding the lead, and head down the back straight, in control from Peter Gent.
Certainly Bain picking up the pace. He's endeavouring to hold Gent off this time. Into third, and it would be Snellgrove. Swartschuk, but Gent lifting a wheel as they go out of turn number 2, trying to hook up a little bit of speed to catch Adam Bain. Adam Bain has that car in a nice slide round. Lifts the front wheel about 300 millimetres off the ground there.
How far is that in English?
That's a foot in the old language.
Oh, thank you very much.
But Gent still on the back of Adam Bain, but Adam Bain seems to have his measure. Gent looking for a run on the outside, but doesn't get it. Bain covers his tracks nicely and attempts to get up the inside as Lambert is motoring slowly around there. Will this mess them up as they come out of turn 3?
Dudley obviously didn't get all that problem solved, but they've come out of turn 4 comfortably around Dudley. He's held right down by the pole line and stays straight around the corner. That car's obviously not running the way anywhere like it should do. In between time, Adam Bain still holding Paul Jennett's way, coming out of turn 4 across the start-to-finish line, about a car's length between them. Peter Gent's looking for a way around and says, I've got to be able to find my way around this kid somewhere.
Peter Barnes still holding down third position. Further back, but the action is up the front with Bain and Gent. They've been like it about this distance away for about three of the 4 laps so far. Gent looking for run on the inside, puts a wheel up, but loses a little bit of ground to Adam Bain there. He's going to pick him up. I think he's going to have to go around the outside. Bain got a little crossed up and allows Gent to get up along the side of him this time. Very quick to recover. Gets that line up. runs into Lambert's going to put him offline a little bit. Jen looking to get a run up on the outside. Zot's up
Down
there.
the inside, here he comes.
But Baines fights back a great drive.
Touch it.
Oh,
Oh,
too much.
give Bain a touch on the back wheel. He'd be a little bit upset about that. Just a little bit overcooked. A bit of a touch on the inside back wheel for Adam Bain, and Peter Gent heads out in the front, out to take the lead.
So it'll be the white flag this time for Jen from Victoria in the 03 car. Adam Bain still holding on to second. Peter Bohm in 26 into to third. Snellgrove would be next in 19. Lambert still motoring around slowly. Then it would be
Across the line, Peter Gent takes the 2 flags. Be interesting to see if the officials want to say anything about car 52. Adam Bain follows across, and 26 Peter Baum for third place with car 19 in fourth. Car 19, of course, driven by Graham Snellgrove. At Adam Bain's car, of course, the engine is prepared by Bain's Performance Engine, which is Adam's father. You've got an engine for a speedboat, race car, any engine you want, top preparation done to.
Peter Ware to lead them in. And then Neil Wesley immediately moves into the lead. Aaron Cave getting shuffled out onto the high side of the circuit. It looks like Flatman, is that coming in?
Flatman takes a drive down the inside, and there's a bit of push and shove. And here we go. Holy dolly.
How did everybody avoid that? I do not know.
Yes, he did.
So we'll have a restart on that one, I would believe.
Green flag. Let in. Aaron Cave takes the jump again. Round the outside and hopes to hang on, but gets a little bit of a bump from car 99, Peter Ware, who hangs on to the lead going down the back straight. Still being attacked by Aaron Cave. Aaron Cave hanging
Oh, there goes
There we
Flatman.
go again. Holy dolly. And she's all over again.
Scene 2, take 1.
Been there before.
Got 15 laps. And it's Adam Cave who gets the jump from Peter Ware that
And
time
he's
around.
gone from
Oh,
nearly lost a lot, but hung on to it at the last minute. But in between time, thank you very much.
that's
Just Commodore Spares jumps into the lead and says, I'll make the most of this if you bloke want. And have a look, the little Mini comes up on the inside with a front wheel drive and says, you big fellas keep fighting around this, I'll take this.
So it's the Commodore Just Spares car, the 41 car of Brian Chadwick, got the lead from Cave, and then we got the little Mini next, and somebody fighting to get round the outside of him. That's the 26 car of Valen Matthews, but the Mini's managing to hold him off there. Now he moves up on the outside, gets the drive into those rear wheels. It's going very quickly and loses it out wide. No, the Mini doesn't quite make it.
Brian Chadwick still out the front. Did have a little bit of a moment here in turn 4, but still held his ground. Starting to pull out quite nicely on Adam Cave. Adam Cave for Highlander Crash now coming. They're back across the start-finish line. Followed by Cross Keys Crash and Andrew Clayton. Mini King, of course, bringing up 4th.
So as they come around in front of the scoreboard, it's still the 41 car of Brian Chadwick, the Just Commodore Spare, who's leading them through from Adam Cave. Back then to 26, which is Matthews. Back then to Ware. Back then to Peter Ware in 99. He's being tackled by 29, I think. No. Trying to pick it up. It's 39, the car we were looking for there. Andrew Clayton. But have a look at the lead that the 41 car of Brian Chadwick has got. Probably about the length of the straight here from Cave. Then it's Alan Matthews who's starting to make up ground. Then 29, which is Trevor Ware. It'll be Peter Ware.
Car 16 at the back of the field, Terry Sloan, starting to have a little bit of a lose, and Brian Chadwick will be able to see that coming down the main straight. Be a little bit concerned, and he'll obviously be a little bit wary of car 16, which is, and car 52 at the back of the field, because he's coming up on, getting ready to lap them, and he'll want to be passing them nice and cleanly, so he's going to keep a good eye on them, work out where he can pass them without getting himself into strife and putting his lead at risk.
Adam Cave in 24 and Alan Matthews in 26 having a dice. Matthews lost a lot of ground on the outside. Up on the inside of Cave this time as they come out of turn 2.
There's a car up by the fence in the top corner. It'll be interesting to see whether he stays mobile or whether they bring out the yellow. May even bring out the yellow. He's come to a stop. You watch this just after they bring out the yellow. It'll suddenly come to life and be able to move. That's usually what happens.
That's the order of that car. But Chadwick has pulled away from Cave. Cave's having to protect second position here from Matthews. Matthews in the 36 across Key's car getting very high. Alan Drew Clanton looking to get under the mini of Wares. Doesn't quite do it. It should be 2 laps this time around, and still Chadwick holds them off. Cave getting a little bit shaky out the back. Oh, Matthews gives it a touch, but doesn't quite manage to squeeze up the inside of Cave. Cave goes up high, Matthews down low, loses ground, a little bit untidy.
Chadwick picking up some more ground, coming around for the white flag. He'll be happy about this. There'll be 2 wins for the 9. Been dominant in the street stocks for the 9. Did have a good run last week as well. Aaron Cave still fighting to hold into his second position. If he hangs in there close to the pole line, he may well pull that off without too many hassles, but he's certainly under pressure. Alan Matthews is really putting him under pressure. It'll be a run to the line. Alan Matthews has a look down the inside, but across the line goes car 41, Brian Chadwick, and yes, number 26, Alan Matthews, goes across the line in second.
Great run there from
Speedway City tonight.